It's the diary of a new YouTuber. This is the first entry into what's going to be more of a personal behind the scenes vlog, really aimed at documenting my journey on YouTube. I am new to this. This is a lot. And so if you're just getting started, or if you've been doing this for a little bit and anything I can share here helps, I'm happy to do so. So a little backstory. I have been in web development for many, many years. I have done sales. I've done a lot of marketing and things along those lines throughout my entire career. YouTube is totally different. This is an entirely different beast. Not only do you have to learn how to deal with talking on camera, which, holy cow, I was not expecting that. You've got to get used to hearing your own voice. That's weird. But you have to do something in a different way. Like, I write a lot. I have written for years. I've written blog posts and articles based on whatever career I was in. And there's something completely different when it comes to YouTube versus writing. Like, when you're writing, you can put down your ideas, get in there, you can shape it, you can play with it, you can do all sorts of things and really hone in your message. And that's fantastic because you can kind of do that on the fly. I'm learning more and more that YouTube's not so forgiving for that. You can do all your scripting and you can have your notes of what you want to talk about and go through all that. But the reality is you can't just undo what you recorded. Sure, you can do a lot of takes. I've already done a number of takes just in this so far because I keep messing up in talking. But it's not like you just have a quick undo button and you can reword it. So a lot of what you're going to see here with me is going to be just off the hip. This is going to be more of a personal diary, if you will. It's the diary of a new YouTuber. I want to be able to document my journey. I've done that in other aspects of my life in journaling, and that's been really powerful. I've seen the growth that I've had. I've seen the way that I have gotten so much better at whatever it is I'm doing. And since I'm doing this with YouTube, why not vlog it instead? So welcome to my diary. So why did I even start doing YouTube to start with? I mean, I'm in my 50s at this point. So why in the world would I start a YouTube channel now? Well, I have a number of reasons. One, for my own business, I wanted to have an audience that I can reach out to and connect with. And since I'm brand new to that world, from a professional standpoint, I don't have an audience built for that yet, so I've got to work on building that. And when I looked around at the different avenues for that, YouTube just made the most sense. When I looked at the different types of social media out there, I really didn't like them. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of most social media, but I have used YouTube time and time again for a variety of things. And I've learned a lot. It's been a fantastic medium for me to learn things for my own self-improvement. So why not use that same platform to put out the information I have to share with other people? It's also got one of the widest audiences out there. The biggest challenge is I'm having to do something completely new. And that's scary. Like, legit, that is terrifying. The first time you see yourself on camera, it is surreal. It's one thing to see photos of you, and if you're like me, most of us don't particularly like having photographs to start with. And so to see it on video is just another level of wow and cringe and holy cow, I can't believe I'm doing this. Because at least with a photo, you can kind of get just the right angle and you can nail that angle, and it's just that one piece of image. With video, you can't do that. You're going to have all your angles shown. All your angles are going to be exposed. And there's no way to hide all the flaws that you know you have, that you can see more than anybody else will ever see. I'm also doing YouTube because it's something new. It's something different for me. Over the years, I have had a lot of different types of careers. And there's always a challenge in learning how to do it and how to do it well. I've always gotten really good at it because I find something really intriguing in it and I will dive in. And I'm finding that here too. I'm finding that I'm learning new skills, new techniques, new things I have to learn, and there's a lot to learn. So it can be overwhelming. There's no doubt. It can be super overwhelming if you let it. But I'm just working on trying to pick up little pieces here and there and build on those. Currently, right now, I'm working on storytelling more than anything. I want to get better at that because in watching the videos I've done so far, I understand why people aren't watching them. They're kind of this thinking out loud type of format. A lot of them while I'm driving, because that's when I have the time. But they're not scripted. They don't have any particular flow to them, which, I mean, that feels best for me because I can just talk. But that's not always the most engaging for somebody else. And so I'm starting to learn how to do the storytelling, how to not necessarily script everything, because I don't know that I want to script word for word. But I'm going to try that too and see what really works for me to make sure that I can truly get across what it is I want to get across. That's important. I'm having to learn how to deal with the camera and the different settings with that. I'm having to learn how to deal with the workflow, the editing. There are so many pieces to the puzzle here. And I don't have some huge budget to be hiring a whole bunch of other people to do these things. So I have no choice but to learn these pieces as I go. Maybe one day I'll be in a position where I can have people do this for me. But I still think I need to know how it works so that when I do have other people, I can get better direction in what needs to be done. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at having to learn these things as I go. It challenges my brain. I'm also finding it to be a very creative outlet. Like, while I've done a lot of the talking head type of things or these thinking out loud, driving down the road style videos, there are definitely some things I want to do. I want to try. I want to get into some more cinematic stuff. I want to try some things that have some really cool shots and transitions. And I want to learn how to do these things. I want to learn these techniques. I want to see what I can create. I want to elevate my game as I go. So those will be pieces that I'll be picking up along the way. So where am I starting from? Pretty much ground zero. I have been an amateur photographer, very amateur when it comes to working with a camera. Most of the photos I take these days is with my phone. It's with my iPhone. It has a great camera. It allows me to take really good pictures, but there's still something there that is slightly missing in the depth and the quality, and I get that. I actually just ordered a Canon point and shoot that has it's a vlogging first camera, and it has a lot of the great features that I know I'm going to want and need in what I'm doing, but also the convenience and how I carry it and set it up. So I'm looking forward to that because I think that will make my workflow a little bit easier. We'll see. But I'm not investing right now in any of the main big cameras. I don't have the budget, nor am I at a place where I need that at this point. So I'm not going there yet. So really, I'm starting off with my phone, tripod. I did pick up a DJI mic. I got the wireless mic going. But for the most part, that's it. I'm kind of running this thing bare bones. I'm also having to learn how to do what it is we're doing here, like how to talk into the camera. And I've gotten better at that. I've done a few videos now. This isn't my first video that I've ever done. I've done a few videos. I've gotten better at being able to look where I need to look, to make eye contact with you. I'm getting used to the little idiosyncrasies of my own face. A lot of people don't talk about the insecurities that really do pop up in this. Like, I'm not kidding. It's amazing how much you see that you can get super critical on for yourself just by putting a camera on you. And like I said, with a photo, we all tend to get just the right side and get the right angle. And at this point, I can do a selfie pretty quickly and know exactly where I need to be to get just the right look. And that's all great. But man, with video, it's totally different. I can't help but twitch my nose. This is a tic I've had for years. The reality is, I didn't even know it until I saw myself on camera. And then suddenly I was so aware of it. Like, wow, okay. Do I even need to be on camera? Do I need to do a faceless channel? I mean, I was looking at what are the alternatives here than having this mug on video. There was a lot of insecurities that came up from that. So YouTube is going to push a lot of things. If you don't like the way you talk, you don't like to hear your own voice. If you're like me, I'm a little overweight. Like, I have a bit of the dad bod going on. And so trying to find the right angle so I don't look like a blob, right? There are so many insecurities that come up. What's really interesting is watching other creators and seeing their challenges. Like, let's be real here. When you look at somebody else and you see that they're creating videos and they're crushing it, but you also know they're not the best looking person in the world. You know that they have their challenges going on. You can see it. And you know, when you look at them, you're like, God, if I looked like that, I wouldn't do this. And yet they're crushing it. And that told me real quickly that I need to get past all this. Like, legit, just get past it, get over it, because as long as what I have to say is of any value, that's what matters, right? That is one thing that YouTube will force out of you. It will force you to see insecurities from a physical standpoint, but it'll also challenge your emotions. As a new creator, one of the things that you will fall into, and I know I have, is you get up your videos and you're looking to see, is anybody watching it? Is anybody looking? Are there any views? Because that's why we're doing it, right? We want people to be able to see what we're doing. And when they don't, it's discouraging as hell. I mean, it literally is very discouraging. And then you start overthinking everything. Is it the thumbnail? Is it the description? Is the video just that bad? What's going on? And you start trying to go back and fix things. And I'm learning very quickly that there's only so much you can do. Once the video is done, you got to just let it go and move on to the next one. And while you see so many of these creators out there that have got these great big platforms that they have built, and how amazing they are on camera and how well produced their stuff is, even just the talking head stuff that is so well produced. It's not overly scripted, but just really well produced. It makes you feel like a complete amateur. And reality is I am. I've got to get the reps in. I've got to do the work to learn the skills to get better. All those creators had to do that too. They've all had to start in the same place. You know, we all grew up with cameras in our face. If you're older like me, it wasn't by a phone, it was with an actual camera or even a camcorder. So we're used to dealing with a camera, but making content's a whole nother world. So learning how to do this on camera, how to talk to the camera, how to be comfortable and relaxed and engaging, not lose the energy along the way, because that happens quite a bit. These are all skills you have to learn. And I'm still learning them. I'm still trying to figure them out so that I can make better content. Or at least make sure that the content I am putting out there is the best that I can do. And right now, I know that my skill set is limited. I know that what I'm putting out is okay at best. Like, it's not great. I get that. I have fallen into a bit of the trap of not wanting things to be scripted and not wanting it to be overproduced. And so I kind of really went more all in on the just in the car talking type of thing. But I'm seeing more and more that just, I still need to have a point to what I'm talking about. You know, with this, I don't have to have a point because I'm just sharing my thoughts on my journey. So I'm not worried about this type of video having any real point. This is just me getting thoughts out about my journey. But for the stuff where I'm actually trying to teach or inform or bring a different perspective, I've got to have a better way of delivering that content. Even if I deliver it while driving down the road, I still need to have bullet points. I need to have some level of scripting in place so I know where I'm starting, where I'm going, and where I'm ending. And to be honest, there are times where I just feel like I just need to shut up because I'm rambling. But I think that's where we all start. We just turn on the mic or turn on the camera and start recording and see what happens. I have been actually doing this now, as of this date, probably for about roughly 60 days, on and off. My channel's probably been up about 90 days, but for the first 30 days, I was overthinking everything, so I didn't do anything. I kid you not, I spent a month just trying to figure out how I was going to set up my studio, which basically was my very small office space, so that it didn't look like just a plain white wall. And it was challenging. Like, it's a white wall office space, and it's not a big space. So there's a lot of limitations to that, which is another reason why I started doing in the car, because it was quick and easy and I didn't have to worry about it. But I overthought a lot of that. I wanted it to be as perfect as I could make it. And I've heard what to do and how to do it and how to get started, telling you just to hit record, just get it up, get going. And I finally just said, you know what, screw it, let's do it. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like about 60 days into that process. And so I've got enough reps now to have a little more comfort with the camera, a little bit of comfort with some of the editing, although my editing skills are still very low. And so I think starting this type of entry here, doing this type of vlogging for myself, I want to use this so that I can look back on my journey and see how I've grown, see what I've learned and what I have begun to truly get, continue to see the areas that I am just completely off. And then as I begin sharing that, hopefully it's something that resonates with others going through the same struggle. And maybe there are things that you can learn from my mistakes or from my journey. I hope that as I go through more of this journey that I can start documenting more of it so that I can show you what I'm doing or what I'm dealing with. And maybe we can learn some stuff together in that process. If nothing else, to let you know that you're not alone in this. It is a strange, weird journey. There's no doubt about it. It is among the oddest things I've ever done. And it feels so unnatural and so weird, but you can do it. Now, I don't know when and where you are actually watching this yourself. I don't know if you're watching this the day I posted it. I don't know if you're watching it 2 years from the day I posted it. So I don't know where I'm going to be in my journey as compared to where you are. But I want to let you know that you're not alone. And if you're starting out in this process, kind of like I am, and you're really just feeling overwhelmed with it all, send me a message, drop a comment, something, let me know. Because if I can help support you in this, we can help support each other in this, I think that would go a long way, so that when those real hard times come, and I have already felt a couple of them in a very short period of time, it would be nice to have other people in a similar situation that I can talk to and bounce ideas off of, and if nothing else, just reassure each other. Because I think that's important. If most creators stop creating within 6 months of starting, because it takes longer than that for most channels to actually go anywhere, let's see if we can't buck that trend together and stick this thing out. I'll be 52 in 1 week. I wonder what 53 54, 55 are going to look like, right? The one thing I do know is they're coming. Whether I do this or not, those years are coming. So why not do this? Why not actually give this a real damn shot and see what that does for my life a year, 2, 3 years down the road? I have no idea. I have no idea what this is going to do. But I'm going to find out. I'm getting too much out of it right now. That's not money and views and subscribers. I'm just getting a lot of creativity and learning and skills that I'm picking up from this that it still absolutely makes it totally worthwhile. So, all right, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Just know you're not alone in this. Know that whatever you're dealing with right now, whatever struggles and challenges you're dealing with in your journey on this, everybody else has been through it too. So hang in there, stick with it. Just keep learning something new every day. Try something different, see what works, see what doesn't. That's all we can do. And so I will try and make regular posts on this as often as I can. I don't know how often that will be, but I will try to keep up with this as much as I can, and it'll be both my wins and my losses along the way. I plan on being pretty open and vulnerable on this channel with this process. Like I said, this is my own personal vlog for me to keep up with what's happening in my journey. And if it helps you in yours, that's even better. So, catch you next time.